Yeah.
Hey.
There we go.
Woohoo! Yay! Look, we have sound now, guys.
Okay. Now what happens if you click
So-
chat?
It's a 10% rule.
Now, if I click chat,
Do we have any drop downs?
no,
Lame.
chat's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was up here though.
I don't know.
So,
That's alright.
Just trying to see if there's a way to
put it back.
Release it.
release the crap.
Well, that's it. Welcome to the podcast, guys. This is our first rodeo, obviously. So,
Close enough. I'm still trying to figure out how to share this on to all everybody on TikTok.
I don't know how to do that.
Carlos is proud of us.
Maybe I can't. Because
So, with this being the February podcast, we're going to talk about magic for February, the spells that you can do, the rituals that you could be performing. We're going to talk a little bit about the things that are going on in the planets, what your astrological charts are doing. Dave's going to just be Dave and fill us in with whatever random tidbits come to his mind. And then Katie is unfortunately not here with us, but I have an entire thing on Hearth Dragons from Katie that we're going to go over tonight too. And then I want to plug this magazine. We only have 10 copies left in store of the first magazine. So you guys can come by and grab your magazines. We're working on the second volume right now, and so that'll be out next podcast. So, where do we want to start, guys?
yes.
How was Imbolc?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had our Imbolc ritual here. It was super fun. We made corn dollies. Can you pass me her? We made these cute little corn dollies to celebrate today. We had a pretty great turnout. It was just a really fun community day. We talked a little bit about Saint Bridget and how she became Saint Bridget, and then the goddess Bridget herself. Yes, you
So-
just heartened me away.
I just had an epiphany. Sorry, everybody. If you can, everybody's on tonight, whatever social media platform you're on, if you all can take a second and like and share the video on your preferred platforms, that'd be amazing. It does help us out in the long run. And if you do have these little heart options where you can sit there and tap and give hearts, if you're bored and you want to tap on something instead of a pen.
Work on your finger speed.
I say, hopefully you're not bored. I mean,
I don't mean that.
if you want to fidget while
Dave.
you're not
Fidget,
bored,
right?
Dave
while you're
said,
entertained.
"Let me just speak the truth."
Not that I'm bored.
Right.
So you want to talk a little bit about what awesome things we have going on and the classes that we have coming
Yeah, we have a
up?
lot of awesome things. So what is today? Today is the 1st. So Apothecary is
Yes.
on the 15th, right? We have Lisa Bloat on. Let me pull up my
The
calendar.
13th.
Let me go get his
Yeah,
calendar.
let me check
I
my
will
calendar.
run and grab one.
Oh my
I
gosh, I was gonna
believe
pull
it
it
is
up.
the 13th, the
It's
Thursday.
probably. I think it's on. Yes, it's definitely on Thursday. We have like 3 big things in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
very excited.
for our bloat, be sure to come on out and see us.
Yeah. Okay, like she ran to get a calendar, but I have one right here on my phone.
You guys are
So-
being very quiet.
Brittany, I think
No,
you.
we were talking.
Brittany, are you on the TikToks? Or you on
Yes.
She's on the
I'm on
Facebook.
Facebook.
Oh, I think you need to get on TikTok and share this is your TikTok. I don't think I can share it.
Okay, I'm not going to close the app.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so on the 12th we have the full moon circle. On the 13th we have Disabloat, which is the heathen hangout. 14th is the last day to sign up for Apothecary.
Yes.
And then the 15th is a doozy. So the 15th is Market Day, it's Apothecary, and another episode of Season of the Witch. So it's going to be a fun run,
That
like
means
4 days of.
the magazine will be dropping.
Yeah. Yes. And before that, next Thursday we have crystals and cocktails.
Yes.
Dude, we
Yes.
have, the people I've been talking to, the customers, we have a massive support of people coming out for this crystals and cocktails. It's
I
gonna be
love
pretty-
that.
it's gonna be pretty
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
And they're coming specifically knowing that they're coming for crystals that they want.
What's really cool about Crystals and Cocktails is it's put on by another local small business, Raw Vibes. They're going to come out. They're going to set up here in the back room. You'll get to shop their entire inventory. But what's really cool is they're going to talk to you all about your sacral chakra. and how to use crystals with your sacral chakra, how to open your sacral chakra, and yeah, you're just going to be in for a really cool time.
And that's perfect for February too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see a lot of. I think we're finally getting back to that rhythm of the community support.
Yeah.
People are starting to see that things are continuously going on, and we're sticking with them, and more and more participation, which is really good.
You know, speaking of community, on the 20th we're doing plant bingo at the Copperas Cove Creative Space.
Yes.
That's another good community thing. Look how excited you are.
I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys can see the
Can't
plants in the
tell.
background,
Yeah.
but I'm very excited about plant bingo.
It is pretty awesome because Cactus Carlos, he's the speaker, the person who
Love
gets on the
that.
mic
Yeah.
and actually plays the bingo game.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fun. Like he's got a good personality for it. It's
Half of the fun is him pronouncing the plants.
yeah. And I'll tell you, the last one we had, for being the first event of that kind
Yeah.
here,
Uh-huh.
you know how it goes. You usually you expect
Bumps, hiccups,
you know, it could be
yeah.
a good turnout, it could be a bad turnout. The place was packed.
That's awesome.
The first one that he ever did was
Yeah.
fully packed, so we're expecting this one to be even bigger.
Yeah.
It was an amazing turnout. People were so supportive, had a great time.
Everybody went home with a
Food,
plant.
drinks, plants. Everybody went home with a plant. It was definitely an amazing turnout, and I look forward to the next one. I had a lot of fun there.
That's so cool.
Speaking of the Copperas Cove Creative Space,
Mm-hmm.
when is your Reiki?
Reiki class. It's March 29th.
Okay, that's why I couldn't.
Yes. It's
Oh,
on the
I was
other
on the wrong side of the
calendar.
calendar.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had some customers that were just in. Bill and Angela, a couple of us just in, and they his wife wants to definitely get on board with your that class, not
that'd be
just a
great.
session.
Yeah.
I think that people need to start reserving their Reiki seats very quickly
Very
because I think
quickly.
a lot of us are waiting until like March 1st to sign up,
Mhm.
and because it's a limited class with only 13
Am I
seats
signed up yet?
available.
You are not signed up yet.
You're not signed up yet. With only 13 seats available, you guys are going to want to jump on that.
Absolutely. And we are going to talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you want to just jump into it?
I mean, we could, but I was on a roll with the calendar.
Okay, you
Because
keep
we
on your
haven't
roll.
even talked about painting with a witch.
Oh, I know. You keep on your roll.
Oh.
It's okay. Canceled.
We could just put
Canceled.
her on speaker. It'd be great. So yeah, painting with a witch is the 22nd at 6. When should people make sure that they sign up for that by?
If it is the
22nd.
22nd, you guys need to be signed up by the 19th.
Okay.
So she needs 2 days to prep canvases. And the way she teaches the class is very much like other group painting classes. So you can either come in and have a fully stenciled out canvas, so you're guaranteed to go home with something that looks like what we advertised, or you can request a raw canvas and paint it yourself.
Mine would be abstract for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cheated this last class and got a stenciled canvas.
That's not cheating.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Takes the stress out of it for sure.
Yeah, I could just sit down and David sat with me and we just had a good time.
He had a really good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
one of the cool
sure.
things about, because you know, having a 2-year-old at events sometimes can be a thing, you know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the painting and stuff that he can be part of, he definitely loves that.
Yeah.
Also, Marcus is watching and he's got to be from some kind of 405th days because he said if I can do it, so can you.
Yes, you know who Marcus is, right?
I don't. I'm terrible with names. I'm sure I do.
Bro, tell her he's our friendly police officer from Colleen.
Oh, I'm not in anybody's field.
But remember, if I can do it, so can you. That was way back in the days. He's a gentleman that comes.
Hi, baby. Hi, Astrid.
She ignored your call.
I just told her, well, yeah, so I messaged her and said, hey, we're on our podcast. If you're going
Right.
to watch us, you can.
Right.
But Marcus is also the guy
Ask
that
for
invited
snacks.
me out to do the, not paintball.
Oh, the Star Wars camp.
No,
Oh,
not Star
okay.
Wars camp, but it is
Never
Star
mind.
Wars related. The pellets.
Oh,
Great
airsoft?
Airsoft,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but
That's
I don't.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Cool,
way
cool.
awesome.
All right, so let's finish up this
Okay.
calendar.
Tell me about Cake Day.
Oh,
I
Cake
wanna
Day
know
is
about Cake
fun. So we have the altar set up front now. It used to
Hi,
be
Rebecca.
back here in the back room. I will bring you home food, baby. Just message me what you want. So
She
with
said, do you want her to bring food home? Yes, she
Oh.
wants you to bring food home.
yeah.
Yeah.
So with the cake day altar, we have the altar set up front. Cake day is the day that all pan-pagans celebrate their deity. Any deity of choice. If you don't have a deity, you can just give an offering to the universe. And so you'll just come in, you'll bring a cake in. It can be a small cupcake, a cookie, a flower, whatever, and we'll have the altar set up for that. And then that night, we'll take everything home. What can be offered to the animals will be offered to the animals, and what needs to go into the fire will go into the fire. Anything that goes into the fire, we will bring those ashes back to the store. And so sometime in March, you'll be able to pick up cake day ashes for your altar. So when you come in and you drop off a cake, we just ask that you fill out a little note card. It'll have your name and your phone number in it. That way we can text message you and be like, hey, ashes are ready to be picked up. And then you get a piece of our fire, and it's a fun thing to put in a protected jar.
I think that's all.
Sorry, I had my little fix my thing. Sorry, Marcus. I don't know, in my head, I was visualizing you being somebody else. But Marcus is not the cop from Clean. He watched this on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even better.
There it is. Star Wars Airsoft. Star Wars Airsoft LARP.
Airsoft
Perfect.
LARP.
Hi,
That's
Alex.
hard to say.
It's pretty awesome. It sounds pretty awesome. I just think I would die out there.
Hello, Michele.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
more questions about Cake Day, or did I answer your questions
Cake
about
day is
Cake
on
Day?
the 28th, by the way, just
Yes.
for the record.
Cake
All
Day is the 28th. Late to the party, you'll have to catch it on the rewatch.
Right?
All
I
right.
don't think it's too much. Just us not talking for a while, or we talk much not being heard.
Right? Okay, so now I feel good about talking about Reiki.
Awesome.
Yeah, because what I wanted to talk about Reiki was accessibility, because we were talking about it, and that there's kind of a, sometimes I've talked to people and they're a little nervous about it. They kind of a fear that they don't know enough, or that they need to know more, or that they need to be a saint to do Reiki, or a monk, or something like that. And I just wanted to let everybody that's watching know that you don't have to be any of those things. You don't have to know anything about anything. All you have to have is a desire to heal yourself and to work on yourself, and possibly, potentially in the future, help other people do the same. But really, it's for everyone. Every background, every walk of life, rich, poor, it doesn't matter. It's universal healing energy. It's around us all the time. And I just want to show you how to use it on purpose to help yourself, and then possibly to help others too.
I love that.
Yay.
I think it's a really good, Reiki 1 is a really good class for everybody to take. It's not a super deep dive on manipulating energy, but it is a good source of learning the energy that you have and the energy that's around you.
Exactly. It's a lot about what's already going on inside
Yeah.
of you, and figuring out, what is that, and what are the chakras telling me, and why do I feel this way, and
Yeah.
I have the same mentality as you do as far as degrees and certifications and
Right.
certificates. Like, I can be that chaser too.
Mhm.
But in this case, it's something I would have done eventually anyway. But
Right.
now it's easier for me to do because I have you to do it
Yeah.
with, the pun intended.
Yeah.
Giggity.
It's
Because
self-healing day.
Yeah, it's self-healing. Yeah, right. Go to the bathroom. But it's
All right.
it's
I know.
one of those situations where it's one thing to get a session
Yeah.
and have somebody help you in the healing process. But I think when you take the classes, you have a better understanding of how it works.
Yes. Yeah.
And I just think it will make that endeavor. I mean, I think it would make more sense for me, even if I was a master, still go to you to do the actual session.
I go to people to have Reiki done on me.
Yeah.
And it's great when I do Reiki with people who do Reiki. It's just this whole even bigger bubble, and so yes, it's great to be able to heal the self and to work with the self, and still, get that from other people as well. You can rub your own feet, or you can have someone else rub your feet. You can do both. Both are good. Both is good, but having that easily accessible all the time. If you're having a rough moment and you know that you can step away, take a moment, and really, bring everything back together a little easier. It's a great tool to have, honestly. Yeah. Can change your whole life.
Yeah.
Would you be so kind as to read Katie's Hearth Dragon piece while we're there?
That'd be nice.
I guess
Does
I'll-
anybody have Reiki questions?
Right.
Rebecca, you're interested, so please go on to the Norns.net and sign up for Reiki class. Or you can message. There's a little chat feature in there. You can message in there, and Star or myself will get back to you. Likely Star will get back to you because it's a Reiki question.
Yes. Also, if I didn't say it, I look forward to having you in class. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a
It's
lot
gonna
of fun. And all of you, too.
Yes, Natasha, definitely self-care.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read, because Katie, unfortunately, is being a healthcare. Katie is not feeling well tonight, so hopefully Katie feels better.
But she is cheering you on from YouTube land.
From YouTube
Yeah,
land?
but she said, let's go, Dave.
I definitely appreciate that. So I am literally reading. I am not prepared for this. It was literally just, you saw it handed to me, so I will read
Saw it
it.
here first.
So this is all about hearth dragons. This is Katie's piece from Stardust. So from Stardust is the dragon clan that we have. It is a closed coven style clan, but as Katie mentioned last podcast, we are open certain days for people to come out, see if dragons are something that they're interested in working it with, and how the energy affects them.
So they hearth dragons for Imbolc. Imbolc is the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It is the first of the fire celebrations of the wheel of the year. At this point, the earth is still asleep, but is beginning to feel the urge to awaken. During this time, most creatures, including humans, shelter from the cold and dark. The focus shifts from the inner reflection to that of the hearth in home, specifically tending to the needs of our families and clan. It is during this time of the year that the hearth dragon thrives, coiled around the home fire as it burns. The spirit of the hearth dragon is vibrant and warm. We can invite hearth dragons into the home to bring balance to the home and allow familial energy to flow with goodness as they protect the home. To invite hearth dragons in, try placing Eastern dragon statues on your mantle to represent the great Chinese hearth dragon, Taishan. You can also anoint your hearth with hearth dragon oil or burn hearth dragon incense. The oil is frankincense oil, dragon's blood oil, patchouli oil, sandalwood oil, and juniper oil.
What if we don't have those oils? What kind of incense can we burn?
Oh, good question. Thank you for asking.
I was going to say I know someone who does, so I don't know.
The types of incense you can burn are going to be dragon's blood resin, patchouli, sandalwood, and juniper. And I'm going to add to that, if you don't have the incense, you can burn those things in your herb form too.
Yes.
With the hearth dragon in the home, you can work on finding and bringing balance to your home and life with their guidance through close communion and meditation until you thank and dismiss them from Ostara. You may find that you and the dragon have such a good working balance that the dragon offers to stay and protect the home and hearth.
Thank you, Dave.
The end. But I was going to say, next time, that could have all fit on one
How dare you? I wasn't sure that you'd be able to read it.
on one
I
paper.
blew it up. Yeah, that's why it's so.
I have my reading glasses.
I know, but I blew the font up. I didn't want you to struggle and be like, oh, what does this say?
I mean, without the glasses on, I would. Wait, can I read without my glasses? The font?
That's what I hoped.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Wow. He's blind.
I'm old. There's a difference.
But you could make both of those. Oh, you could make them both at the spell bar. That's such a good point, Katie.
Totally could.
So you could make these oils. You can make the incense at the spell bar. You can make a jar for your hearth dragon at the spell bar as well.
I wanna. Do people know about the spell bar? Do you think?
It's hit and miss.
Yeah.
So there are quite a few people who come in during the week
Mhm.
and use the spell bar.
Yeah.
There's one man in particular who comes in almost every day during the week and uses the spell bar.
That's awesome.
It's really cool because he can't have an altar set up where he's at.
Nice.
So he comes and he uses our spell bar and then he charges the things on our altar, which I love.
I love that.
I like that.
But I don't think enough people know about the spell bar. So we have a spell bar in store, guys. Every herb that we carry in store is available on the spell bar. Every incense that we carry is available on the spell bar. You can make your own incense. It has full moon and new moon water available on the spell bar. It has sprays, oils, crystals,
Charms.
candles, anything you need to make your own items, you're welcome to do here. So you're welcome to pour your own candles. You're welcome to dip your own candles. You're welcome to make spell jars of all different sizes. You can make your own incense. We have an incense base, and then you add your own oils and herbs to it. You're able to make sprays. So you can do cleansing sprays if you're in the barracks or can't burn things because of asthma or whatever reason you have. You can, man, there's just all sorts of stuff that you can make at that bar. We also have I'm just going to grab it. We have a binder where it's got all of our recipes. I said, no way am I going to be up and down today. I am. So we have this little black binder up at the spell bar, and it has this little page that tells you all of the prices for everything, and then you can make your own incense, and it'll give you, let me flip it to a different page. So this is an oil recipe for insight. It'll give you all of the ingredients and things that you need to use to create the spell. Or to create the item, and then you pick the jar, you pick the spray bottle, you pick whatever, and the prices are based off of ingredients and the jar. So if you're making a small spell jar, it might be $10. If you're making a large spell jar, it might be $20. And then that comes with a set amount of items. So I think the spell jars have like 8 items that come in them. If you go over, it's just $1 an item. So it's a great way to have access to 100 plus herbs without having to buy 100 plus herbs.
And there's usually a pretty knowledgeable lady in store that can help you out with any extra things you might need.
That is true.
I'll be a lady if you need me.
Yeah. And you, like I said, you can also make your own recipes. So the guy who comes in and he uses the spell bar the most often, he came in the other day and made a separation jar. And so he had his own recipe. We don't have a recipe for separation, but he had his own recipe for a separation jar, and then used some of my sour jar recipes or ingredients and built up his jar, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
that's awesome.
that is the spell bar. February magic.
Yeah.
February magic, guys. So, February is all about focusing on purification, new beginnings, getting rid of that old dusty energy. We don't want to keep that hanging around. It also is going to be celebrating Imbolc and Ostara. So tonight was Imbolc, or tomorrow is Imbolc. If you missed tonight, you can do it on the 1st or the 2nd. And then Ostara is coming up in March. So we know about spring cleaning. Spring cleaning stems from these holidays. So February is a great time to get rid of all of the things that no longer serve us, both spiritually and physically. So we're about to do a big spring cleaning between Dave and I. I've got a bunch of stuff that I have to get rid of. I just like to keep all the things, including 10,000 plants.
Never.
I never got that vibe.
Yeah. No. I'm glad you guys can't see the other half of the room.
I'm not. It's amazing.
It is
Anyone
beautiful.
who's not been back here needs to come back here.
Yeah. But those are the things that you want to focus on for February. So some great ways to do that is spring cleaning. Spring cleaning is a great way to refresh yourself. Even if it's not throwing away things, like I have a lot of stuff I need to get rid of. But if you don't have, maybe you're a minimalist and you don't have a lot of things that you need to get rid of, but maybe you need to reevaluate what things bring you happiness and what things just are sitting on your shelf. So for me, I have a lot of plants that are pretty, but they're not what I really want. They don't bring me a lot of happiness. They're just more work than I need.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not even purifying the air. Can you believe that?
They're not.
So, cleaning, purifying your space. Now is a great time to reorganize our altars. Make sure that our altars are working for us. It's a good time to refresh stable offerings for your deities. So, it's not, we don't leave wine and cookies and things that can go sour on our altars, but a lot of the times we leave crystals and trinkets and things like that on our altars. Now's a great time to go through and get the dust of your ancestors off of them.
Yeah.
That's what she calls it too.
That's fair. I think that's totally fair.
Are you gonna dust? No. Those are my ancestors.
That's from the ancestors. It is of the ancestors.
You can't touch her altar. She'll know.
I'll know.
What is this clean spot?
What was
Is it a
here?
fingerprint?
Who touched that Lilith statue? I know it.
It's a real thing.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
Because today is the first of the month. And
Yes.
so, what do y'all think of the cinnamon thing?
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you explain it? Like, what is the
So cinnamon is all about abundance and prosperity.
right?
And so when you blow it through your door,
Mhm.
you're inviting that prosperity and abundance into your door.
Oh.
Something that we do at the shop is a little bit different.
Okay.
Is we keep it in, but we
Mhm.
also blow it out. So we want our customers to be as abundant as we are.
Right.
And so we do. When we burn cinnamon in the store, I burned Palo Santo and cinnamon today because these Palo Santo dipsticks.
Oh
I'm
gosh,
on it.
obsessed. Yeah.
I really wanted to do the cinnamon bomb.
Right.
But Sam has asthma, so I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
want to kill her
Right.
demons.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, so
Well, that's
um,
kind of the thing, because it made me think of the whole conversation with the candle that we had a couple podcasts back, right? Because we're blowing it, so like, what does that necessarily,
Yeah.
represent? Right.
How do you feel about
Should,
blowing
should we
cinnamon?
snuff the cinnamon?
How
So
much
I
do
don't
get
really
paid?
blow it.
Is it with gratitude?
I was taught that blowing on sage is very disrespectful to the sage.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't actually blow my sage or my Palo Santo or my cinnamon dipped
Someone, I'm
sticks.
just gonna laugh for a second. Someone, it's characters, so I don't know who this person really is yet. But this is how I used to love burning cinnamon in the store. Then a bunch of laughs. So cinnamon is. But we also have cinnamon. We've always used cinnamon, even for our donation jar up front with a little spell
Right.
on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I've got cinnamon in my money
Yeah,
bowl.
there's some cinnamon
I
in
burned
there.
my cinnamon, but I don't know about the blowing
But
of the cinnamon.
Yeah.
To
You know?
Can you blow cinnamon? Do you blow cinnamon?
Yes, because it's not the same concept of the candle.
Right.
I want to, because it's a physical smoke, not a flame that's going to go out. There's a difference between
It's
the
not.
two.
It's just a powder that you're blowing away. I mean, you're blowing
Yeah.
it into your
But you-
house, I guess.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
but you're putting it out. You're not
giving
putting
it
out.
life
You're
through your
giving it
breath.
out, not putting it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I suppose
Yeah.
that was a decent recovery.
I don't know.
I mean, how else are you
I
going to
guess-
distribute it? Just
Right.
throw
Like
it
I
in the
said,
air?
I like to burn
I mean,
it.
I do. I just burn
I
it.
like to burn it. I put it in my money bowl, but for some reason, like me blowing it into my house feels weird. If I could set it somewhere for like the wind to blow it in my house, that would feel cool.
Yeah.
But it's like even more of
Walking
just
on the
me.
fan.
Yeah, I was like, I work a lot. I put a lot of abundance in this house, and then I gotta do cinnamon too.
You're not going to clean it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the dogs and the mess and the. But
I'm
I
that
guess
guy.
if
I'll
we're
just take the chunks, the actual
Yeah.
cinnamon, just throw it around
just
the house.
huck it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
What just hit me
Like-
about it? You're blessed.
Abundance.
Abundance.
So if you haven't looked at our reels on Facebook, we actually have a abundant satchel. You can make it at our spell bar. While we're plugging
a
the
lot of
spell
plugs
bar.
today.
It's $12. It's the only one that I remember because it comes with a rather large piece of pyrite in it. But it's pyrite, cinnamon, and a red cord, and then some crystals for abundance and some herbs for abundance and protection.
Okay.
But we used to have one hanging at the front door I took it down. The sachet is still there, but the
I was wondering
sachet
why
is
we have
empty.
these sachet hanging on our door.
Because I took all the ingredients out to charge them under the full moon, and the
And
shop
then?
cat or raccoon or whatever is in the back of the store
There's
just
a raccoon for sure.
scurried away with them. So,
Sachet.
satchel,
He sashayed away.
sachet, yeah. So we do have those for those that don't want to make a mess and blow cinnamon or burn
Right.
cinnamon. I like to burn
I
cinnamon.
like to burn it too.
I
yeah.
hate the smell of cinnamon.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Christmas, and I hate going into the Walmart during Christmas, and all I can smell is the pine cones, and they smell fake.
They smell
like
fake,
it's
that's
a
the
fake.
problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's where I was going to go with that.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I say the fake smells.
I like baking cinnamon, but like you know what I mean.
I just like
That's
baking.
not-
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
not baking, bacon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have to blow it. We can burn it.
Yeah, we burn it, and we
Yeah.
burn it inside and outside.
Yeah.
So
To spread the wealth.
depending on the traffic you want in your home,
Right.
maybe you want people to be as successful inside as they are outside.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love that.
So
Okay.
somebody's gonna hammer me in the comments.
I'm curious.
How dare you give
know?
the cinnamon to the outside world?
The groups get hyped about it. The groups on the social medias are very like, don't forget to do it, and like
Yeah.
just Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was a little curious.
We have a couple of weird rituals that we do in the store, weird traditions that we do in the store.
What do you think is your
So-
weirdest like superstition?
Oh no.
Well, you think about what you're thinking about that.
Yeah.
Thank you across all the platforms, those who are sharing and liking. It's a huge help for us with the podcast, so thank you all. Keep tapping away.
I know what Dave's weirdest superstition is. Do you know what mine is? Because I think it's easier for me to name. I think it's easier for somebody else to name mine. I don't know what my weirdest superstition is because I do them. I don't think they're weird.
Yeah.
But I
know
will
what my
tell
most
you,
adamant one is, but yes.
Dave, I have a candle collection.
Hi, Melissa. Sorry.
And in my
Tell your man I said
candle
hello.
collection, I have about 100 million candles that have never been lit.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay, you calling me out?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's bad luck to have an unlit candle in
in
your
your
home.
house.
Like at all?
At all.
Where should I keep them?
All you do, all you have
All
to
you
do
do
is
is-
light it.
Oh.
And
just
blow
one
it
time.
out.
Let the wax on the cotton or the wick.
Uh-huh.
Let that melt off and then snuff it or blow it out.
And then
Whatever your
it's very
choice is.
clear and concise on that.
But so, because it's a superstition that having an unburnt candle in the home is bad luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
work to do then.
Yeah, so when we first got together, he was like, "You have to light those candles." I said,
Like, this is
"They're
not okay."
from the candle factory. They're not replaceable."
So this person here said I like to sweep energetically, then spray with protection spray, then blow cinnamon in my door.
I like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you cleanse before. I mean, because I think
Yeah.
in order to receive a positive energy, you need to have a clean slate. So sometimes doing the cleansing first and then doing the ceremonial portion of it makes it that much better.
Yeah.
What do you think my weirdest superstition thing is?
I don't know, but I lost all my hearts. Sorry. A penny.
Oh.
Specifically because you are Jewish by birth. If she sees a penny in the wrong way, she will not pick it up.
We've
Yeah,
just
no,
been
you can't.
canceled. Thank you.
Yeah. I know. Is it okay? So heads up only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Do you
I
not?
got it. I have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just gotta have it every time.
That could confirm the Jewish thing that we both feel the same way. Though.
Yeah.
Oi.
We've just been canceled. It's okay.
Ruh-roh.
What's your weird superstition thing?
I have to sweep towards the door, towards the front door,
Oh.
always. Sweep, mop, everything. It goes from the back to the front. Always get it out.
Oh.
Isn't that opposite of what they say you ladies should do?
Correct. Yes. In that particular fashion, yes. But in every other way, it is back of the house to the front of the house. Always.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't do
Now,
that.
Are you?
I do that.
Nobody
is
ever taught me
there
how
a-
to clean though either.
Is
so.
there a conscious decision? Like, do you know why you do it? Is there a
Yes.
specific reason?
Yeah. Yes. It was a passed down tradition thing, but it's that you're taking all of like. The thing is that when things come through the door, the thought is that they kind of accumulate at the back, right? The energy, all of that, and so
Like
you're
water
taking.
fills in the bottom.
How dare you
Exactly.
call me out?
Right, exactly, right? Yeah, it's ta-da. But so So what you're doing is that you're pulling all the schmutz from the back and you're pushing it out, back out
Schmutz.
all the schmutz, back out the front door, back out into the world. You know, so that all you're left with is what's yours. You know.
I have a backup for this too, but it's
Yeah.
not necessarily mine per se, but it's something that I've adopted.
Okay.
And that was my grandmother was an elephant collector,
Ooh.
avid elephant collector, but all the trunks had to be up, never down,
Yeah. That
because
makes sense.
superstition was it was bad luck
Right.
to have the trunk down versus up.
Yeah. That makes sense. I also don't put my purse on the floor. I'm one of those people. I will not
Your
put my
money
purse.
might run away.
It'll drain. Yep.
Yeah.
Drain right out of the bottom.
I just don't have
Yeah.
a purse.
Right there. You go. That fixes everything. But yeah, I sweep and mop intentionally though, like as I'm doing it, no matter what I'm doing. It's like a spiritual thing. But I think, yeah, with the elephant trunk up, she's able to receive and down
Yes.
the drain.
Yeah.
So it made me think of the purse.
So kind of like horseshoes, same
Mhm.
concept.
Yeah.
So what do you think one of yours might be? Since you said it's easier for someone else to call you out.
I don't know, because I think everything I do is normal.
Well, of course, yeah. But what's a compulsion? How about that? That you like,
Oh, no.
but not like, but a superstitious compulsion. You know? It's like if you see it, you gotta fix it, or you gotta, you know, I don't want that, or something.
See, yeah. So with boy kids, getting cowboy hats, we are big on the don't put it upside down. It dumps the luck out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's another one.
Yep.
Anybody else have one? See, Katie
Michelle picks
says
up all the pennies.
Yeah.
Katie does not.
Right.
And Katie says yes, trunk
Trunk up,
up. So
yep.
Katie understands the superstition of the elephants.
Mm-hmm.
The cowboy hat, that's something new. I've never knew that one before.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any other superstitions that they follow?
I really don't think I have superstitions.
I've heard about
guys.
people not putting their cowboy hat on the floor because that means they'll fall off their horse.
Oh.
Like it's a pre what's the word, like a prediction kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then I know from watching the gypsy shows that the gypsies won't argue in the morning. Like it brings nothing but bad luck if you argue in
Yeah.
the morning. So you have to save all disputes till afternoon.
Which has a
And you can't go to bed angry.
Right. Yes.
which has a scientific
So nobody's
explanation
sleeping.
though. Because it's been proven, even with the TikToks and other social medias, they say
Right.
you shouldn't wake up and get right on. Granted, we do, but you shouldn't, because when you first wake up and your brain is stabilizing for your day, some of your first influences are carried throughout the day.
And that's how you
So if
carry
you stub
that.
your toe, stepping out of bed in the morning, you're probably gonna have a shitty day, and you're gonna wonder why. It's because it was that mindset
From the beginning.
from the beginning. Yeah.
I'm usually pretty good about the not jumping on social media or anything like that, but I do check my watch to make sure there's no like emergency texts or anything. But it does, because if I get on right away, that's where I live for the rest of my day. It's just
I threw salt over my shoulder.
I like that.
So Katie
Yeah.
just learned this year the cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm. Katie says,
Yeah.
"Got to get that dose of anxiety first thing in the morning."
Me too. Me too. I have too many things going on. I have to get on the social medias right away.
Right? Yeah. Make sure
Yeah.
that there's no spammers and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be nosy.
I do.
Sure.
That's
So what did I
my-
miss?
That's my me
Brittany's
time.
Brittany's like, I woke up. I know what I'm doing today. What's everybody else doing?
That's right. Who's got something to say?
Those are my distractions. What else do we have?
That's it, man. Purification rituals. This is a great time for baths because of purification. So you can do some awesome bath salt blends. You can make those at the spell bar.
Right. Yeah.
My daughter used to make some amazing bath salts.
Astrid
and-
did.
and
And
people,
everybody
yeah,
loved them.
Loved them, but she just grew
Yeah.
out of it, I guess.
Man, Astrid,
Yeah.
what? Is
She
still
had
there? We can talk
she
to her about
had
it.
a bath bomb called Calm Your Clam. It was my favorite.
I love
It's
that so
for
much.
it's for your menstrual cycle.
Oh my gosh, I love
And it
that.
was soothing, and it was just beautiful. It'd take away your cramps, and yeah, that one and the muscle milk are the two most asked for bath salts still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
love that.
she had all sorts of fun bath salts, and she was so cute. She looked like a little drug lord doing it.
Little baggie.
Yeah, she'd be in the kitchen with like 3 different scales going, and she's like, I need 7 grams of this, and 54 grams of this, and 200 milliliters of this. It was so cute. I'd be like, oh man, what are you doing? Science?
Yeah, when
science.
we used to do the playing the witch game back on the old property, people used to like I'd put them on, and they would sell like
Sell
crazy.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Maybe one day she'll realize how talented she is and make bath salts again.
I hope so.
Or teach her mom how to make them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we can
something.
have them. Yeah.
Astrid need to teach a class.
That would be so,
That would be so
cool.
I would do it. I would take the
Yeah.
class.
Hell with Astrid, how to train a dragon. Astrid, how to make your bath salts.
Yes. How to train a clam.
How to calm your clam.
All right, well, we are down to the last 15 minutes already, guys. That's crazy.
All
Do
right.
we have any burning questions, burning desires, things that we want to talk about?
Yeah, if you are local and you are in the mood on the 13th, I want to reinforce this heathen hangout. Or if you know anybody in the heathen community that
That's
might
not,
want to.
that's March, sir. It's,
No, but
oh,
No,
it is
that's
February,
February
too.
13th.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's March 13th also.
Yeah.
Well,
Got the symbol.
but what day is that? The 13th?
Thursday.
Another
Yeah.
Thursday?
It's Thursday the
Thursdays
13th.
back to back.
Yep.
But yeah, just if you're curious, come on out, check it out. There's no obligations. It will be
It's very
A good time or it won't
maybe-
be.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it better be. No, I'm glad that you brought that up too, because I didn't actually say what we're doing. Because we're doing Diesabloat, and that's all about your female ancestors, deities, spirits, things like that. So if you do come out, which we hope you do, bring a picture or something that represents to you one of your favorite female energies, and we're gonna do a little ritual, a little couple of hails, and it's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure in March, we're gonna focus on Tyr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what you were talking
Mhm.
about.
I'm down
last
for
week.
that.
Because we're doing female energy this
Yeah,
month,
yeah,
so we gotta
actually,
do
we
male
did.
energy
Yeah, we
next
did talk
month.
about that.
Yeah.
Tier is my. What am I clicking on?
Yeah,
just-
you're
It's
not
gone
even on
awry.
our
I
live,
accidentally swiped to a
Sarah.
different live and started liking that live.
They appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome. But that is gonna be my favorite one, I think, because I'm a Tier advocate.
Mhm. I dig that. Yeah.
Is Dave Pokemoning? No, man. Dave can't have anything in
No.
his hands.
I am liking our video on the TikToks to bring it up. But
Yeah.
it does look like I'm battling, doesn't
It
it?
does.
Yeah. He can't have things in his hand. He fidgets. I brought 2 pens, but notice Dave doesn't have one to still. The whole time. Fidgeting.
This is not fidgeting, this is promoting. I'm tic-tacking.
Yes.
Spectacular.
It's the tap, tap, tap for me.
That's awesome.
So do you guys have any witchy questions?
Hey, I got us up to
10,000.
Woohoo. Better be-
Yep, 10,300. Yeah.
Yep. So I'll have no idea who really liked it because you just sat here the whole time.
Dave
But
liked
you're
it.
doing
That's
great.
important.
I want that auto. There's an auto one you can attach your phone and the auto.
Oh,
clicks
right.
for
I've seen
you.
that. Yeah. That's wild.
They're inexpensive and it would save my thumb from. But then again, I would have to find something else to fidget with.
Remember, like,
Yes.
well, not, well, actually, they still do it, but like in the video games where you have to, like, you know, do the thing as fast as you can. That's what I wanted
Yeah.
for.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
even in the original Mortal Kombat,
Yep.
when you had to break the bricks.
Exactly.
Tap as fast as you get right between.
Yeah.
I'm in a like war with Brandy on TikTok. I love that. I
No,
do want to
you're-
cover
you're in a like war.
new moons
Wait.
and full moons
Wait, was that?
because a lot of people ask questions about what to do for full moons and what to do in new moons. So here we practice the new moons are for letting things grow and the full moons are for letting things go. And an easy way to remember that is the new moon grows into the full moon and the full moon shrinks into the new moon. So you're growing during the during the new moon season, and then you're releasing during the full moon season. Jesus, I just
You got
messed
it.
that up.
You did it. No, it made sense. It made sense to
It
me.
was
I
there.
don't know.
I don't know how. Sorry, I realize it's Katie now. That's who this is. That wanted to kind of identify. But I'm
Yes.
sitting at the top this entire time. And apparently, I'm in third place because Katie and Brandy keep going back and forth between number 1 and number 2. Like,
Yes.
how are they clicking so fast?
It's because you keep unclicking
And going to other
clicking on
places.
lives.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So, full moon, let it go. New moon, let it grow.
Let it grow, let it grow.
Now we've just been
We just got banned.
copywritten
In
on
7,000
Facebook.
different
They
countries.
said
Uh-oh.
your video's monetized and you have to share it.
So I'm kind of giving us some reacts on YouTube, but we're gonna have like 12 over there because I keep forgetting.
Oh, did you all
You're
answer?
doing
Did you all
great.
answer
Thanks.
Michelle's question?
No, what was it?
Next question?
My
Oh.
question is there any crazy astrological
yeah.
things to expect for the next 2 weeks? Yeah.
Yeah.
Your moon's going to be in asparagus. Your
Asparagus.
Pluto's going to be in french fries. And your Gemini
It's gonna be
is
yours.
going to be...
Sleeping. I would like to be sleeping.
He's going to be taking a day off.
Yes.
Have we discussed where are we at with your timeline for volume 2 of the magazine? Sponsorship and stuff
November 11th is the cutoff.
November?
I'm sorry.
Okay, we have time.
February 11th is the
Chilling
cutoff.
It's like, wait,
Wow.
I was
volume, we
trying
do
to get
one
it
volume
done,
a
but
year?
What's happening in November? I'll just write that down.
lots of things.
Write down November because something important's going on in
Well,
November.
that's 11/11.
Oh.
November 11th. Anyways, I don't know what happens that day, but something important. We're all going to remember it because of this podcast. So February 11th is the cutoff for the March 1st issue. I'd prefer to have things done before then because February 11th I am submitting it. If I do not submit it before by February 11th at midnight, we will not have it for the podcast on the 15th. And I'm really trying to stay true to the second podcast of every month. We release our new magazine.
3 days early.
For our podcast viewers, yes.
Yeah.
They'll be able to get the PDF file.
Get it virtual.
Oh,
Yeah, they can get the virtual copies. Whereas the in-store copies will be closer to the 1st that they'll be available. I think this month that I'll get them in the 21st, so we'll still have them a week early for March. You got me all sidetracked.
I know. And I remembered things about space. But what
Yeah.
else? Oh, the sponsors. Did
Oh,
we
so
cover
for
the
sponsors, I have
Yeah.
2 $10 spots open, which is your logo right here. These little spaces on $10 to support the magazine. And then I have 2 of these beautiful inside spaces available. And these you get 80 words. So like Geeky Noir here. Geeky Noir has been described by some as what happens when magical squirrels meet up with unicorns and decide to have a party. It's the brainchild of Brandy, an artisan with over 25 years experience. Geeky Noir focuses on creative pieces made from high-quality materials, created with intention from start to finish. Geeky Noir prides itself in the wide range of products offered with a wide range of items from jewelry to accessories to embroidered towels and patches. Available through Geeky Noir on Facebook or inside the Norns. So you get a whole little spiel
Hi, Laura.
that you can attach so people know who you are, where to find you. You could also post in there what monthly markets or vendor groups or things
Where
like
you'll
that that you're going to be at. It's really just a great way to get word out.
And I do want to say, this was supposed to be the February edition. It's February 1st. We're almost sold out.
Yeah.
And then that's not even counting the virtual ones. So sponsors are definitely getting seen, just for the record.
Yeah. So the
Things are
last
moving.
podcast, we released the magazine. We sold 34 issues that night.
Yeah.
1 digital and then 33 hard copies that night.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then we
Yeah.
had 35 copies available in store. We have 10 copies left in store. And I'm not sure what the purchases are online today, but last time I looked, so we're sitting at almost 100 magazines sold in our first month, which is awesome.
Our first couple of weeks.
Yeah, in our first couple of weeks.
I
It's,
think we're gonna
again,
have to
it's
order
not
more,
supposed to
honestly.
be. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
you
not
thought
supposed to be
about
released until February
The
1st.
calendar in the magazine? Or does stuff change too
So
much?
if I have enough pages, yes, I'm limited to 20 pages in the magazine, and right now they're pretty full.
And
So in this magazine, we have a little Meet the Norns issue. We have Happy Birthday Zodiacs, Under the Stars with Air Star, Monthly Ritual, Norse Talk, Mystical Creature Report, a little bit about the podcast. Nikki's Botanicals did a issue on gardening in Zone 8B. and then a dragon blurb from Stardust. And then in this month's magazine, we have a recipe, we have Ostara rituals, a little blurb about the Norns, we have medicinal and magical herbs in your garden. We have a hereditary witch section. For Norse Talk, we dive into all 24 of the Elder Futhark runes. From Stardust has an Ostara ritual in there. Then we also have a full moon ritual, Under the Stars with Airstar, a happy birthday to Pisces and Aries. Nikki's Botanicals is doing In Your Garden Zone 8B, where she'll be talking about what we should be planting right now, I think, or it might be talking about one individual herb. And then we have Fae Folk for beginners, but this is up in the air whether or not this one's going to make it into this episode, into this volume, or if it's actually going to go over into April.
Right.
So if we put it in this one, we have a 2,000 word cap. Whereas if we do it in the next month's issue, we have, he's friendly.
I know.
We have 2 pages instead of just the 1 page, so we can get a little more in depth. The 1 page on Fae Folk, it's a little intimidating for me because there are so many new practitioners, and I don't want to gatekeep, but I also want people to be safe and not invite mischief into their home.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
So, good night, Serena. Oops.
I was also going to tell Michelle real fast, because, we asked
now
about space.
we've lost all the comments.
And
I'm sorry.
I know, it's all gone. But you asked about space, and I remembered the thing about space that's going on right now that's, probably making things a little topsy-turvy, is that we're still a bit in the shadow of the new moon that was in Aquarius. We're in Aquarius season. Pluto's in Aquarius. There's a lot in asparagus right now. And I had said in the last podcast, I know in my life it's come to be true, and who knows, but during this time, a lot of things that have been hidden are coming out into the light. And so that's the weird stuff going on right now.
Yeah. It's also making you face your big fears, face internal conflict.
All those internal secrets.
Yes. And fixed signs are doing a little bit something special with Aquarius also. But I don't remember what.
I wouldn't
Dang.
know. I'm the exact opposite of fixed.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of asparagus.
Yeah.
I hate asparagus.
Oh, man.
Any other questions, you guys?
We wouldn't know.
It'll be new comments.
Oh, okay, good.
It'll show me, it just won't show me the
Okay.
old comments now.
It's like,
Yeah, done killed Facebook. I accidentally scrolled. I hate that feature that now you can just scroll up into other
That's
lives.
ridiculous.
It's rude.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we got hearts. And that counts for me.
yes. You got anything? Any questions on the ticker tax?
Oh,
And-
no, nothing new on the
No?
ticker tax. No, just the heart war is going on.
YouTube's all clear over here.
What happened?
Awesome.
The what?
Cover? I took it off. We just used it for food.
No, it's
Yeah, so we don't end up with a taco spot. Alrighty, my dears. We love your faces. Thank you for tuning in with us. This has been a fun volume of Season of the Witch. One day we're going to have music.
Oh, yeah. We will.
Like some background music playing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, for like the intro and the outro.
We should just
and
sing.
just,
We could sing.
how dare you?
Yeah. No, we're good.
What are we going to sing?
Oh, something that won't scare too many people away.
So Dave's going to sing. That's what I just
Dave can
heard.
sing.
Oh no. Thanks for
Yeah.
scare people
We
away.
love you too, Katie. You'll see us soon for sure.
Yes, yes.
Once you're feeling better.
Yes. We got to plan Apothecate together.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Market day. It's
It's
going to be
almost sold out.
crazy. Yeah.
The Katie is almost sold out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to send invoices for Apothecate on the 5th, guys, so be watching for those. Yeah. That's it. My last minute bleeding heart tells you to sign up for Reiki.
Did you show off your heart goblin?
I didn't, you guys. Look at this heart goblin. Look at my heart goblin. Anybody who knows me knows that I have a heart goblin. And now I have a physical and a spiritual heart goblin. She better not move out into this goblin. I'll be very upset.
Gosh, right? Yeah.
spooky.
Yeah,
Thank
right?
you.
Yes.
Thank
we
you.
have
Dave hates the curtain.
and it's especially because we have the blinky lights behind the dream catchers.
Yes.
So it's like just void and also looks like static. So it's real spooky.
You know what's back there. Y'all don't be whistling.
I would never.
Stay in your cages.
All right. Peace out, Girl Scouts. You say goodnight.
So hit us up on our social media platforms if there's some things that you think would be nice to cover in our podcast, other than the standard stuff that we're going to put out for timelines and schedules and things like that. If there's specific categories y'all want to discuss,
I always forget that I can do this, so let me do this real fast.
hey,
Yeah. So, welcome back, guys. You can't hear us though when I put those on, so that's why I always forget to put them on. I also have a bathroom break one that I didn't push at all.
Wait, you can't.
The 3 times that I went to go get things.
So,
Till next time.
I mean, David
2
and I could have
weeks
made
from
jokes and
now.
stuff, but we didn't. He was
Yeah.
too busy sending the love to us.
Yeah.
you probably could set it up.
To have, I can. I just have to go through the sources and add the audio
add
to
the
the
sources
source.
to it. Yeah.
Add the audio to it. Anyways, we love your faces. You got any burning desires?
Much
That's
love.
good. That's good.
Mhm.
We'll see you guys.